let's get to that breaking news. Shots fired at Cascade Middle School. We're expecting new details any minute from Eugene Police.
Eugene Police Lieutenant Jennifer Bills will be speaking to the media here in just a couple of moments. Tyler Jones is on the scene. But what we can tell you at this point is just before 11 o'clock, right before the midday program, we received some information that something was happening at Cascade Middle. Let's go to Tyler Jones live at the school with an update on what's going on.
I can't give you more details at this time. The interagency deadly force investigation team will be coming to take over this investigation. If you're a parent, I ask that you stay home or contact your child via phone or text, but don't come to the area because we have a lot of law enforcement and a lot of different assets that will be coming in. The school is on lockout, which means that no one will be allowed inside the school for a period of time. Students are locked inside their classroom. Again, students are safe. This is currently under investigation. Those are the details I can tell you right now. We will be working with the school system for how we're going to release students at the end of the day or perhaps earlier, but again, that'll be a decision made by the school, not by the police department. We will be working with them and we'll keep folks posted on that. The main thing is right now all the kids inside the school are safe. Law enforcement is in the area and the investigation is starting.
And the suspect is in custody?
Yes, the suspect has been shot.
Okay.
So.
Is he dead?
I don't know I don't know at this moment. Yeah.
Okay. And for parents listening in, is there going to be something to say to them for them picking up their kids? Is there going to be a protocol?
There will be. At some point, we're going to be getting together with 4J about how we're going to release the scene and how we're going to let kids get to go home at the end of the day or maybe earlier. So 4J is going to be working on that with us right now.
Okay.
And just to reiterate, no students have been harmed at this time?
No students were harmed whatsoever. All the students inside the school are safe.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. We'll be doing a media brief with more info as we get it. Okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lieutenant. We'll bring you the details as they come. But for now,
yeah, so what we just learned from Lieutenant Bills is that right now, no students have been injured. The suspect has been shot. No confirmed details on whether that subject is dead, but she did confirm that he has been shot. They're going to work with the school to figure out when students will be released and how exactly they will be released. Again, the school is currently on lockdown. They are not letting anyone in or out of the school. We are waiting to hear more details, figure out exactly what's going on, the state of the subject, who that person may be. But right now, what you just heard from the lieutenant and what I've just confirmed for you is all we know at this time. For now, live in Eugene, Tyler Jones, KEZI 9 News.
All right, Tyler, what we'd like you to do, if you can still hear us, Tyler, is at least have our camera point at the school with our photographer, and so we can continue to go back to that picture so we can stay up to date with exactly what is happening behind you. But let's do that first. But in the meantime, again, we have been told from Lieutenant Jennifer Bills that the deadly force investigation team will be coming in to continue this investigation, but all students safe at this time.
And Lieutenant Bills did say this. I want to make sure it's very clear. This is a lockout, meaning no students are going to be let out. So any parent coming there right now, you will not be able to get your student. They are going to be working with the 4J school district to determine could there be an early release or how will the students be leaving campus today. We will have that information for you available on our website, KEZI.com, something we will continue to keep an eye on. This is the Bethel district. So this is the Bethel School District, Cascade Middle School. We do know shots fired. A suspect was shot. Still so many questions. I mean, who was this person? Was it a student? Was it somebody just near campus? Where did this actually take place?
And we should let you know, we're also trying to, at this point, learn more about what situation at Willamette High School, which is nearby. We don't know what the situation involves there as far as a lockout or a lockdown or any kind of a situation there. We dealt with a very similar situation back in September, I believe it's September 26th at Monroe Middle School in Eugene, where we had a situation not actually at the school physically, but just outside. On the streets, shots fired. And it was the same thing with a plea to the parents to trust them, that they're doing their jobs, and as hard as it is to allow them to do that, you got to give them space to work. And so that's why Lieutenant Bills with the request to please not come to the school. The students are not being released at this point.
And Lieutenant Bills also did say they're expecting to have another press conference. We don't yet know when that will be, but as soon as they're ready to go live, we will bring it to you live, especially in the midday show in the next, 35 minutes. We'll be able to bring it to you live, if not live now, perhaps also on our Facebook page. So really our resources for you KEZI.com, also Facebook and our Twitter pages. We're going to keep you in the know, and we will continue to go back live to our reporters on the scene. Again, we were mentioning that KEZI News and anchor Brian Anderson will also be there, so we hope to get a different perspective, maybe hear from parents, maybe hear from witnesses that saw something, heard something, because there are reports that somebody heard at least what appear to be 5 shots. But again, this is not confirmed. This is what people are telling us.
I spoke with Pat Moore on the telephone just before we came out, about just at 11 o'clock. Pat Moore lives right near the school. Says her nephew was leaving the residence and preparing to leave for a short time. Heard what sounded like 5 gunshots fired at the school, went back inside, and immediately the ambulances and the paramedics showed up, and the school was swarmed with police cars, and that has not changed, and now we see the crime scene up, and we've got a few more details. Another
detail just into our newsroom, we have learned that Willamette is on lockdown. So Willamette High School, very close by, is on lockdown. That does make sense. You want to keep all students in the vicinity safe. So we do know that Cascade Middle School locked out. We're told that Willamette High School on lockdown. And
you know, referencing back to the Monroe Middle School incident, at that point, I don't think students were released until about 3:30 that afternoon, a little bit later than normal. And then, of course, it caused some issues as far as getting the students with their parents.
And part of that reason is that police have to, as you can see, if we can go live right now to the crime scene, police are there. They're going to need to gather all evidence. They're going to have to talk to witnesses. That can be a very long period of time. So again, police will have to continue with the investigation. And so we don't know if students will be leaving early, perhaps, as you were mentioning, maybe even a little later, to make sure that everything is cleared and ready to go. Again, breaking news, a shooting at Cascade Middle School, continuing coverage. This is in the Bethel School District. And we also know from Lieutenant Bills that they're going to be working with the district to determine release, but ultimately it's the school district that will determine how students will be released today.
I can't help but wonder what parents are thinking. It was difficult enough having a son at the Monroe Middle School incident just again back in September. At this point, again, the only thing we can enforce is allow police to do their jobs, and we do know that all of the students are safe at this time. And it's a helpless feeling as a parent, not being able to rush there and wrap your arms around your child. We every day send our kids off to school, and we have all the confidence in the world that they're going to be safe. We hear about these incidents all the time, far too common than we should. But you have to hope that that everything will be okay for the students.
An interesting perspective, you know, as a parent in watching this play out, it's always concerning, but the moment, I can't imagine, because you were mentioning that your child goes to a school, when it's closer to home, it's totally different. When it's your child's school, it's totally different. And I don't know how many children go to Cascade Middle School offhand, but hundreds. So hundreds of parents right now wondering, is everything okay? And it's that knee-jerk reaction. You just want to get your child, get them home, the safety of their home, and you're assuming they're going to be safe at school. It's not always the case. No.
The situation, however, we do know it is I don't want to say over, but it is secured. They do, you know, they have their suspect. The suspect, at this point, we don't know their condition, but we do know that the suspect involved has been dealt with, apparently shot. We don't know if that person's condition. We don't know if that person's been taken to the hospital. We don't know much about it, but we do know the situation itself is secure.
And again,